Welcome back, everybody, to the Spanish Center in Stockton. Dave Rosselli alongside Dick Fickner, and tonight it's the Tigers and the Boise State Broncos as Pacific looks for its 20th win on the year. They come in 19-8, and Boise State is having a good year as well. 16-11 overall, 8-6 in the Big West Conference. The Tigers are 12-2 in the Big West. We want to welcome our listeners on KJAX and K5 and also our viewers tonight live in Stockton, Manteca, and Lodi on Media One. Tigers starting five will be Clay McKnight and Adam Jacobson in the backcourt, Aaron Woliczko, Rain Mahaffey, and Michael Alawakandi up front. We've talked about Jerry Washington along with Roberto Bergerson in the backcourt for Boise State. Kewan Woods at 6'6", 195 alongside Mike Tolman, 6'6", 195, and Kenny Van Kirk at 6'11", 225 on the inside. Tigers are dressed in their home white trunks and jerseys with orange numerals trimmed in black. Boise State in their road blue trunks and jerseys, white numerals trimmed in orange. Tonight our officials are Mark Reisling, Mike Cyphers, and Bill Vinovich. And we are just about set to get underway from Stockton, the final two Big West regular season games. And the first one is underway as the Tigers control the tip from Michael to Adam Jacobson, and we are ready for the final stretch run. Pacific gears up for the Big West Conference Tournament, and Boise State is trying to get in. Woliczko feeds it underneath to Mahaffey. It's knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of Rain for a turnover. We have Boise State basketball. So already one for the Broncos. Remember, they have a +5 turnover margin against their competition. They steal about 10 balls away a game. Here's Kewan Woods with the basketball in the left wing, watched by Rain Mahaffey. He's much quicker than Rain, so Rain's got a challenge there. Pass goes over into the right side to Jerry Washington. Now back out on top to Mike Tolman. Tolman is being watched by Jacobson. Tigers come in at a man-to-man defense. The only denial assignment is Woliczko on Roberto Bergerson. Washington dribble drive on Woliczko, kicks it back out. First shot by Kewan Woods. It's an air ball. And Clay McKnight is under the basket to grab the rebound. His outlet pass comes to Jacobson, who dribbles it into the forecourt. Lob pass to Mahaffey, top of the key, left side. Woliczko tried to post up inside to Michael. It's fronted, though, and picked by Kenny Van Kirk. So the second turnover on the second consecutive offensive sequence by Pacific at the 18:50 mark. No score from Stockton, Boise State, and Pacific. As it looked as though the Broncos may have been in a zone defense to start out the assignments here on defense. We'll see what happens on the next trip down. Here's Tolman, lob pass, high post Van Kirk, who likes to flash high. Not a strong interior scorer. Pass comes to Jerry Washington, back to Tolman. Left side to Washington, post up Van Kirk. He's at 15 feet, kicks it back out to Washington for a three-point shot that's in and out. And Michael goes up and gets his first rebound of the game. And outlets it to Jacobson. Up the floor, here come the Tigers. Jake with a right-hand dribble and is fouled by the second man who came over to help out as Washington got caught in traffic. Kewan Woods came out to help, and I think it was Kewan who was guilty of the first foul of the game. First personal and first team foul. Tigers will inbound, as they do, at the 18-12 mark. Jacobson lobs a high post pass to Alawakandi, who dribbles a couple of times, spins it to Woliczko for a three-point shot that's off the mark. And Jerry Washington gets the ball on the left block on the rebound. Outlet pass, no. He dribbles it into the forecourt. Off the bench, Barry Marvel. Pass left side. 19-footer by Kewan Woods, no. And Michael goes up and gets another board. 20 rebounds for Michael at UC Irvine to go along with his 21 points. Rain Mahaffey posts up Michael, and he's fouled by Van Kirk. So the second team foul as the Tigers got it inside to Michael. There were 3 inside players at Irvine that fouled out of the game. They just could not stop Michael.
And I think you're going to see a lot of fouls on Boise State's part in trying to stop him also. They have another 6'11 player they can bring off the bench. So they got a lot of fouls to give.
Here's the inbound pass for McKnight, but it's a bad one, and it's picked off by Bergerson, who has a developing 2-on-1. He stops on a dime for a 12-footer, and it's good. Tigers have turned it over 3 times already, and Boise State jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Tigers didn't play particularly well in the first half against Fullerton. And they didn't play particularly well in the first half against Irvine. Here's Mahaffey, hands it right back to Jake, who's in the wing left. Bounce pass right to Mahaffey. Top of the circles, right back to Jake with 18 of the shot timer. Dribble drive on Jerry Washington all the way around the arc. Post up Michael inside, and he's fouled. Michael will have 2 free throws on. That's the 4th team foul. And it's on Jerry Washington, or I beg your pardon, Kewan Woods. So Woods picks up his 2nd personal.
Both teams are playing a man-for-man defense, Dave. However, Boise State isn't full-court pressing. You know, they're not extending their defense right now. They're just playing good pressure half-court man-for-man defense.
Jason Williams will come off the bench. Barry Marvel has already come in there. And Williams is now going to replace Rain Mahaffey. Woliczko is out of the game. Marvel replaces Woliczko. Williams replaces Mahaffey. First free throw is good. Well, Michael has closed the gap. It's 2-1, and the second free throw is no good. 17-14 to go first half. And the Broncos lead. Critical game for Boise State. They're fighting to get in. They can finish anywhere from second to fifth. Also checking into the game now is Hagman. There's a three-point shot, another air ball. This one by Bergerson out of 22 feet. Mike Hagman, 6'5", 195-pounder. Here's Barry Marvel, left wing. Goes cross court, intends it for Michael, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. Jerry Washington got in that passing lane and deflected it. Tigers got a break that time. Washington couldn't bring it down. It went sailing out of bounds. 27 seconds to work on the shot timer. High post positioning for Michael, but instead they come out to Williams, and he goes right down the center of the key and stuffs it. He got the inbound pass way out at about 19 feet, and then nobody picked him up right down the center of the key.
Well, everyone was thinking he was going to pass off to Michael eventually, and he never did. He just took it all away for the dunk himself.
Tigers lead 3-2. Here's Washington now on the right wing, watched by Clay McKnight. Dribbles once, posts up a pass to Van Kirk, who comes right back out to Washington. Nice defense by Clay. And Washington still looking for someone to pass it to. Finally to Tolman out of the three-point line. Post up inside pass. Bergerson goes up from 10 and scores. Two defenders were there. Michael was one, Williams was the other, and he went up over both. And remember, you got to go up high to get that shot. A little rainbow over Michael, and he was extending. Nice job by Bergerson. It's 4-3. Boise State with the lead at the 15:56 mark. Here is Clay McKnight. Spins a pass top of the circles to Jake. Left side to Barry Marvel, and it's knocked out of bounds. Barry will inbound from the sideline far side. But first, an official timeout, so we'll take a break. We are 4 minutes and 10 seconds into this one. 15:50 to go first half. It is Boise State 4 and Pacific 3. Takes them a while. Very evident, Dave, and that is that Boise State has a lot of quick-handed players. They're just playing good pressure, half-court man-for-man defense, but they're getting their hands on a lot of the passes that Pacific's trying to penetrate with. And Pacific's got to be a little bit more careful and get the ball moving, set some better screens. Bergerson already has 4 points, all 4 of Boise State's points. 4 in the shot timer. Tigers going to have to get it off. 2-1. McKnight doesn't notice it, and the shot clock expires. Clay McKnight was not aware that his shot clock was winding down, and he's out of the game now. Bob Thomason looked down the bench, and as soon as that happened, he pulled Clay McKnight out of the game. Aaron Woliczko is back in. 15 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. First half, it's 4-3. And that counts as a turnover. Pacific has turned it over 4 times. Here is Hagman with the basketball now, watched by Barry Marvel. Man-to-man defense. Bounce pass in the wing right to Van Kirk. Back out for a three-point shot that's good by Mike Tolman. 6'6", 195-pound senior who can hit from downtown. We talked about it. He's got a range out to about 26 feet. 7-3 Boise State leads. Here's Woliczko, top of the circles to Jake. Marvel right side, back on top to Jake. He's way out of the midcourt emblem. 21 on the shot timer. Thomason doesn't like what's happening underneath, and the ball is picked. Here's Washington on the break all the way to the hole. He goes up and he misses the shot. Rebound taken down by Hagman. He doesn't get it. And the Tigers get a break. Jacobson gets the defensive rebound after 2 missed opportunities by Boise State. Tigers have turned it over 5 times. Post up pass Michael underneath, and he jams it. He was sandwiched by 2 defenders, but he got it anyway on the feed from Jason Williams, and the Tigers trail 7-5.
Pacific's problem right now, Dave, as I see it, is they're not relying on their offense. They got to get the ball moving and get things going from side to side. They're almost looking too much inside right now to Michael.
Here's Tolman out in the left corner to Washington on top. Right side Hagman, now to Bergerson. Whistle after the shot, or before the shot, a foul. Will they count the basket is the question. Bergerson hit a 3. But they won't count the shot. They say it was before the shot, but a foul is called on the Tigers, and it's on Jason Williams, his first personal, Tigers' first team foul. So actually, Pacific gets a break because Bergerson canned a 3 ball, and they won't count it. Broncos will inbound from the baseline right. Bergerson lobs it out high to Mike Tolman. They're very dangerous three-point shooter, and now back out it comes to Washington, who operates the offense with 28 seconds to work. Tigers stay in that man-to-man defense. Washington has the basketball now. Spins a pass left side. Tolman, three-point shot, no good. High rebound is finally caromed out to Aaron Woliczko, who leaves it off for Jake. Jake brings it into the forecourt, whips it right wing Marvel. 1 dribble, cross-court pass Woliczko. Top of the key Williams. Looks for Michael, can't get it to him. Now he does. Michael goes up and scores off glass. Michael got it on the left block. Second opportunity. Williams thought about it the first time, pulled it back in. And then finally got it down to him.
See, that time they moved the ball across the court, they reversed the ball twice, and then they were able to get the ball inside to Michael.
Tigers have now tied the score at 7 with 13:23 to go in the first half. Here is Tolman dribbling on the baseline left to Washington, top of the key. New players just come in. Steve Shepard. Shepard all the way to the hole, kicks it back out Tolman. Left side Washington, out to Bergerson, lift fake at 20, and he travels. Took a little extra step.
Pacific giving Boise State a little new look. The last 2 times Pacific was in their 1-2-2 zone defense, and I think it confused Boise State just a little bit.
Tigers have hit 3 of 4 shots, so 75%. We're tied at 7 apiece. Bergerson has 4 and 3 points for Tolman. Jacobson posts up Michael. It's knocked out of bounds. It was fronted by Van Kirk. He did a good job swatting it away. Tigers have 18 seconds to work. Marvel will inbound from the sideline with 12:55 to go in the first half. Jake gets the inbound pass. Watched by Washington. Bounce pass Williams, guarded by Bergerson. Williams looks out on top to Woliczko. Watched there by Tolman. Back in the corner to Williams, to Jacobson. Dribble drive, 15 feet out. Shot up, no good. Rebound is carrying around it. It's taken finally down by Tolman on the left block. Outlet pass to Washington. 12:36 to go in the half. Boise State pushing it up the floor. Tolman, 20 feet away, lobs a pass to Washington, watched by Barry Marvel. Washington to Shepard. Shepard is guarded by Jacobson, 22 seconds to work. Boise State looks patient on offense, and they are working the ball around very well. A lot of players touching the ball. High post pass, Van Kirk kicks it to Tolman, open three-point shot is no good. Off the mark, and Williams gets the rebound on the far side. Tolman had a good look at it. 7-7 with 12:09 to go first half. Marvel to Jacobson, who trips but regains his composure, and as Alawakandi gets the post-up pass, he's fouled. Went on to jam it, but they won't count the basket. They call the foul on Washington. That's team foul number 4. I thought they had picked up the 4th team foul a little bit earlier, but apparently not. That's the first personal on Washington. Woliczko inbounds, baseline right. New 35-second clock. It comes to Williams. Williams watched by Bergerson. Tough man-to-man pressure right now as they really hound the basketball. Williams loses control of the dribble, hands it back off to Woliczko, who travels. And so that tough defensive pressure contributed to the Tiger turnover, and there are now 6 in the basketball game. We have an official timeout. It will be a Boise State ball. 11:53 left first half. Scoreboard shows Pacific 7 and Boise State 7. They don't look good.
They're not executing.
field, 27%. They have forced 6 Tiger turnovers, and they have 3 steals already. They've hit 1 of 6 from the outside. The Tigers have hit 3 of 5 shots, 60% clip, but they've only taken 5 shots. So 6 more shots have been put up by Boise State, but they haven't hit them. So the Tigers are in a 7-all tie with 11:40 to go in the half. Here is Tolman, spins a pass left side to Washington. Tigers stay in a man-to-man defense with Marvel on Tolman. Here's Jacobson pressuring on the left side. Shepard back out on top. Tolman, 3-point shot is good. He was open out there, and it is 10-7. Thomason looks down the bench again. He's going to bring in his son. Scott Thomason gets up. Jacobson right-hand dribble. Bounce pass to Woliczko, about 30 feet away from the basket. In the corner left, Jason Williams, watched by Bergerson. Bounce pass intended for Michael. Knocked away by Van Kirk. Well, Rod Jensen has got a good game plan tonight for the Broncos. In his 3rd season as the head coach at Boise State. Took over the Bronco reins on August 17, 1995. After longtime Bronco coach Bobby Dye stepped down. Williams comes out as well. In fact, Williams comes out for Thomason. No, Williams comes out, Mahaffey comes in. Thomason is in the game now, and he replaces... Who is he replacing? Jake has the basketball now with 8 seconds in the timer. Spins it left side. Thomason post up inside. Michael goes to the hole and travels. And he did that because of that weak side defensive double team.
Yeah, the Boise State weak side forward slid over and sort of got underneath Michael a little bit. Michael took a little hop and traveled in there.
Williams and Marvel have come out of the game, so Thomason and Mahaffey. Mahaffey's a power forward right now. Woliczko at the small forward with Thomason as the point. Jacobson is the off guard. Ball is knocked out of bounds away from Jerry Washington. It'll be a Boise State basketball with 19 on the shot timer at 10:36 in the half. It's 10-7. Broncos are on top. Bergerson inbound from the baseline left. Bergerson has 6, make that 4 points. Tolman has 6, 2 outside shots. Washington with the ball now, 15 on the shot timer. Woliczko's watching. Pass comes right side. Tolman guarded by Thomason. In the corner right, Shepard. Watch there by Mahaffey. Inside Bergerson. Tries to post up on the right block. Van Kirk, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be Boise basketball with just 5 seconds on the shot timer. 5 seconds on the shot timer. Inbound from the baseline left. Bergerson looks for somebody underneath, but nobody's there. Bounces it in the left corner. Washington, an open 3 is good. On the inbound pass. 13-7 Boise State. Right now the Tigers are being outplayed. On their home floor. There's Thomason in the forecourt. Passes to Jake, right back to Scooter, who has Jerry Washington defending him. Pass to Woliczko, outside in the corner, cross-court pass Mahaffey, lip fake at 22, harassed by Bergerson, and he throws a pick. Here's Shepard on the break all the way to the hole, lays it in! And Thomason will call a timeout. 9 minutes, 51 seconds left, first half, and Boise State is here to play. The 22nd timeout, it's 15-7.
Now Boise is doing everything that they wanted to do as far as disrupting UOP's offense. They're getting into the passing lanes. They're forcing UOP to run their offense higher out than they want to. UOP is actually executing their offense and starting almost at the half-court line. And that way, they can't get the ball inside. What they have to do now is they have to start penetrating. When that defense extends itself like that, you have to penetrate the gaps. The guys have to relocate, and then you got to be able to pass off and hit the open shot.
15-7, Boise State on top. Thomason brings it up the floor. Jacobson, of course, now has moved to the off-guard position. Michael is inside. Woliczko and Jason Williams are in the interior. Post-up pass, Michael. There's that weak side help. Michael with a right-hand hook. No, gets his own rebound and lays it in. Michael has 7 points now. He is 3 for 4. He also has 3 rebounds. Tigers are shooting 57%, but they turned the ball over 8 times. Boise State at a 43% clip. There's Shepard, who had stayed in the game now for about 6 minutes. To Washington, left side Tolman. Michael comes way out to get him, so they try to post up Van Kirk, and it's knocked away. Now it's loose on the floor. Van Kirk gets it back. Inside, Tolman misses the shot. Forced it up with 2 defenders on him. Nice job by Van Kirk, though, to get the ball back after it was stripped away. Thomason feeds it to Williams. Post up Michael inside. Goes on the left block. Double team. Kicks it back out to Woliczko. tries to get it inside to Michael, and it's picked again by Van Kirk. Here's Washington, spins it left side. Tolman, three-point shot, no good. Off the back iron. Jacobson gets the care and pushes it up the floor to Thomason, who backs away now on the left wing. Thomason spins it to Jake, to Williams on the baseline right, back to Jacobson, lift fake at 22 to Thomason. And the Tigers will set it up now with 22 on the shot timer, 8:29 and a half. Cross-court pass, Thomason in the left corner, dribbles out to the perimeter, now right back into the corner, spins it to Williams, 12 on the timer, 11. Woliczko has it, top of the key. Now Thomason shoots a three, it's on the way and in and out. Inside rebound, Williams back up and he's fouled. So Williams will get two free throws, much-needed free throws, with the Tigers trailing here 15-9 at the 8-14 mark. And that defense has been very stingy. Tigers have not been able to get one three-point shot off. They have not taken a three-point shot yet in the half.
Yeah, and that last sequence of offense that UOP just went through was probably their best sequence of the night. They moved the ball. They were a little bit more patient. But again, they really have to be alert and be ready to penetrate whenever they can.
Well, Jason Williams misses his first free throw. Here comes Hagman and Tillman in the game. Van Kirk gets a breather, and so does Tolman. Tillman, 6'11", 230 pounds. Athletic, young, good on the boards. Hagman, also an excellent three-point shooter. Second free throw, no good. And with 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half, Boise State will bring it up the floor. Their shooting is 37%, but they've turned it over only twice. Tigers with 9 turnovers. Instead of shooting 50%. Michael has most of those shots. Here's Bergerson on the baseline left, cut off, double team. Tigers, I believe, are going to go to more of a zone defense here. Pass left side, Bergerson baseline, dribble drive, and he steps on the baseline and turns it over.
Yeah, Pacific's been in this zone defense for about the last 7 or 8 minutes. And really playing it well. They've caused a couple turnovers, and they rebound particularly well out of this defense.
All right, we have a full timeout, so we'll take a break with 7:50 to go first half. It's Boise State 15 and Pacific 9.
This time we'd like to introduce the Boise State Warriors' new mascot, Thunder.
Mess up on Boise State. For the Broncos, they are led by Tolman with 6, Bergerson with 4. Also a three-point shot by Washington and 2 for Shepard. Here's Barry Marvel in the game with Williams, Candy, Jacobson, and Thomason. Thomason stops at 20 feet, goes cross-court to Jake on the left side, right back to Thomason. He's open from 3, wide open. His shot is good from 22 feet. Thomason and Jacobson just played catch all the way across the floor from one perimeter to the other. 15-12, that was a big bucket. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left first half. Here is Hagman, throws it inside Shepard. He's all alone at 10 feet, falls down, loses the ball. Jake comes up with it, and he feeds it to Marvel. Tigers come out running. 3 defenders are back, so Thomason will have to slow it down the forecourt. There's a pass to Jake in the wing, cross court. There's Marvel. Inside post up, Michael all alone, and he banks it in. Michael has 9, and that last timeout has made a big difference. Whatever Thomason said to the team during that break, Dick, has transformed them. 22nd timeout called by the Broncos.
Well, basically what he said is, gentlemen, we got to start attacking the basket. We just can't be concerned with passing the ball around the perimeter and look to get the ball inside. We gotta attack their defense. We got to get into the gaps. We have to penetrate, and that's exactly what they did the last 2 times. And the thing is that Boise State's doing a good job of mixing up their defense a little bit. Twice now so far in this first half, they've been in a 1-3-1 zone trapping defense, and they came out the last time out in that 1-3-1 zone trap, and UOP really executed well against it.
Well, Tigers are on a 7-0 run. They trailed 15-7, so they've reeled off the last 7 straight points. It's 15-14 with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first half. And now coming into the game is Shane Flanagan, a 6'1", 170-pound junior. He's in the back court. Tolman has come back into the game. Hagman is in there. Bergerson is also in there, and Van Kirk, the big 6'11 player inside. Here's Tolman, who bounces it back to Flanagan, dribbles to 16 feet. Flanagan pivoting now with his left foot, kicks it back out to Tolman. They'll set it up. 9 on the shot timer. 6:18 to go in the half. 3-point shot by Van Kirk is good, falling away. The big guy hit from outside, 6'11", 225-pound senior from Yuba City, California. Cans a 3-ball, 18-14. Boise State is on top with 6:01 to go in the half. Here's Williams in the corner right, being harassed out there by Bergerson. Lobs a pass to Thomason, watched by Flanagan. Post up, inside. Michael, right-hand hook is good. On the block right. And Michael has 11. He's 5 of 6. Tigers are 7 of 11 from the field, 63%. Boise State, 41%, 7 of 17. They've hit 4 of 10 from the outside. Tigers have hit 1 of 3. Here's Flanagan now out at 25 feet. 5:29 to go in the half. To Hagman. Tigers stay in the zone defense. Hagman right side, Flanagan. Flanagan out there right now is being defended by Thomason. Around the perimeter, Boise State now goes cross-court in the corner for Tolman's 3, and it's short. A rainbow, but the rebound caroms out to Flanagan, and Boise State gets a new 35-second clock. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left. Ray Mahaffey gets off the bench. Both knees bandaged as he suffers from that bad tendonitis. Flanagan, pass left side, Tolman at 18 feet. Tolman right back to Flanagan. Flanagan penetrates into the key, bounces a pass to nowhere, but it's saved, and it's kicked off of Thomason and out of bounds. Hagman went out into the right corner and saved a terrible pass, but he kicked it off of saved it off of Thomason's leg as he was going out of bounds.
Pacific's doing a good job in this zone defense. They're really hustling and they're covering for each other. They're causing Boise State some real problems here offensively.
Boise has 12 seconds to work here. On the timer is Flanagan has the basketball, being defended out there by Barry Marvel. Dribble drive into the key. Back out to Tolman, lift fake at 20, double team to Hagman, 22 feet out. Inside, Van Kirk goes to the basket and scores just as the buzzer sounds, but they won't count it. They say that the buzzer went off just before the shot. So Boise State uses every second and then a half second more. They won't count it. 18-16, Boise State leads with 4:37 to go first half. Game for Staverselli and Dick Fichtner. Go ahead, Dick.
Good home court call, Dave.
There's a whistle and a foul now on Flanagan, which is team foul number 6 on Boise State. Tigers have 1 team foul in this half. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. You can look at it a couple of ways. Error-free or not as aggressive as they should be. Here is Jacobson getting the inbound pass. Left-hand dribble now. Watch out there by Hagman. Looks for Marvel. He's fronted. Finally does get it to Barry. No, it's knocked away and it's picked. Here comes Hagman. Feeds to Bergerson and he jams it going right to left. Too much defensive traffic out there as they were bouncing the dribble rough.
Yeah, they're trying to execute their offense at half court, and someone has to penetrate the defense. If they're guarding you real aggressively at half court, you got to make them pay and take the ball hard to the basket.
20-16, Boise State on top. 3:56 to go in the half. Jacobson has the basketball. Michael has been taking a couple of minute breather. He'll get back up off the bench. Here's Barry Marvel, left side. Bounces a post up inside Mahaffey, facing the basket 15 feet away. Rain throws it in the left corner, intended for Thomason, knocked out of bounds. Here comes Michael back in. He replaces Jason Williams, so Rain moves to the 4. Michael will be the center. Jacobson the 2 guards. Thomason at the point, and Barry Marvel will be the small forward. But first, a timeout. We'll take a break with 3:42 left. First half. Scoreboard shows Boise 20, Pacific 16. Boise State, probably the best opponent Pacific has faced in conference play here in this building this year. In fact, no question about it. The East is very, very talented this year. Boise State comes in with quite a bit of that talent. Whistle and a foul before the ball is even inbound. And they're going to call it on Bergerson. That's team foul number 7. The Tigers go to the line. That was a bad foul. Just 8 seconds were left in the shot time.
Now, Boise State is in a full denial man-for-man defense. They don't want their man to catch the ball. They certainly don't want Adam to catch the ball, and that's who got fouled that time. His defensive man just would not allow him to catch it, and as a result, he fouled it.
Bergerson's first personal foul, and Jacobson shoots the free throw and hits it. It is 20-17 with 3:42 left to go in the half. Michael has 11 points, 3 rebounds. Tigers have out-rebounded Boise State 11-6. Jacobson is tied with Ottawa County with 3 rebounds. Jacob's been unbelievable grabbing boards. Both free throws good. 20-18. Tigers trail the Broncos with 3:38 left to go first half. Here's Washington to Flanagan. Those two in the backcourt. And a traveling violation is called on Flanagan. He was in the left wing, and there was no defensive pressure on him. Just took an extra little stutter step. 20-18. Tigers try to tie it up. 3:30 to go and counting. Thomason stays in the backcourt with Jacobson, Woliczko, Mahaffey, and Ottawa County down low. High post pass to Ottawa County. Dribble rub to Jacobson in the wing. Back to Michael. Spins it left side, and it's picked. Intended for Thomason, picked off by Bergerson, weaves his way around Michael and misses the jam. Van Kirk gets the rebound, though. And Boise State will have another opportunity. Left side, Bergerson, three-point shot, good! So he misses the jam, but the offensive rebound results in a three-point shot by Bergerson, 23-18. Thomason's furious. Bergerson weaving his way around Michael, missed the jam, but then was open for the three-point shot. Barry Marble gets off the bench. Here's Scott Thomason dribbling to 20 feet. Left side, Woliczko back to Thomason. Jacobson wants the basketball, gets it. 2:43 left to go in the half. 14 on the shot time. Pass comes way out of the midcourt stripe. To Thomason, watched by Flanagan. Dribble drive to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Woliczko, 25-footer. In and out around the rim and off. And Flanagan gets the rebound left baseline. Boise State leads by 5. Washington whistle as he gets the ball left side to Tolman. Offensive foul is called on Van Kirk. And the Tigers are going to shoot one and a penalty on the other end of the floor. Van Kirk did not like the call by Mark Reisman.
Boise State was in their 1-3-1 zone trapping half-court defense again that time, Dave. And that particular defense has really caused Pacific some problems each time they've gone to it. They've only been in it about 3 or 4 times. They keep mixing it in with their man-for-man defense.
Here is Jacobson back at the line. He just hit 2, and he hits his 3rd straight, 23-19. Tigers have hit an uncharacteristically low have attempted an uncharacteristically low 4 attempts from outside. They hit 1 of 4 three-point shots. Jacobson's second free throw also good. And it is 23-20. But from the field, 7 of 12, 58%. 11 turnovers, though, in the first half. Boise State has 7. Michael has 11 points. Jacobson has 4. We have 2:12 to go in the half. Bergerson with the basketball spins it to Tolman. Michael comes way out to get Tolman, so Tolman looks for Van Kirk, being defended by Marvel. Back out to Bergerson for another 3 that's good. Bergerson has hit 2 straight outside shots. And he has 12. 5 for 7. And he's hit 2 from the outside. That guy can go off. Here's Woliczko now with 1:49 to go in the half. It's 26-20 Boise State. Woliczko on the wing right. Thomason comes way out here to bark out some instructions on offense. 16 of the shot timer. Whistle and a foul offensive. It's team foul number 2, and they call it on Barry Marvel. Set some type of illegal screen inside.
I didn't see that, no.
So Flanagan will inbound from the baseline right, and the Broncos will take their time now on offense with 1:39 to go in the half. Boy, they feel great. They're going in here in this building ahead at the intermission. The Tigers have won 28 straight games. Here's Washington bouncing a pass in the wing to Bergerson, watched by Woliczko. Bergerson dribble drive, bounce pass right, block. Tillman misses the shot. Rebound is tied up, Michael and Tillman. And let's see, the arrow is in Boise State's favor. It's 17 on the shot timer. And what else do we have? Another whistle. Let's see if they call the foul to go along with it. No, it'll be a Bronco basketball with 17 seconds to work. The arrow now is in the Tigers' favor, but first Boise State gets possession. They're shooting 43%. And Bergerson will inbound from the baseline line. High pass comes out into the wing left to Tolman, about 25 feet away now to Flanagan. 14 on the timer. Woliczko watches Flanagan to Washington. Guarded out there by Clay McKnight, who's checked in. Back to Flanagan to the right side. Tigers stay in the zone. Washington's out at 24 feet inside Bergerson. 15-foot shot is off the back iron, trickling around, doesn't go. Michael gets the rebound, and Michael was the reason that shot didn't go because Bergerson had to adjust and throw a high trajectory to it. In the wing, Woliczko has it with under a minute to play. Woliczko dribble drive all the way to the basket and misses the shot. Good defensive pressure on the left side by Tillman. And a timeout is called as Washington fell down. And before he was called for a traveling violation, Washington called the timeout. Thomason wanted to travel, didn't get it. The rule of thumb is when you have the ball, whenever your feet kick out from under you, it's usually a traveling violation, but
I think that's why Coach was wanting the call. He wanted the travel call that time, and the Boise State player made a very heads-up play. He called the timeout before the official could call traveling.
Well, but generally, traveling is called whenever both legs come out from under a player. And Washington did a smart thing to call the timeout before the defensive pressure got to him to tie up the basketball, but the call should have been before.
If he had control of the ball. I'm not sure he had complete control of the ball when he went down to the floor. Looked like it might have been loose a little bit. Then he got control of it, and that's when he called timeout.
In any event, Boise State has 48.5 seconds left to work with a 26-20 lead. We're in Stockton. Dave Rosselli and Dick Fickner. Tigers have this game here tonight, and then they close out the regular season against Long Beach on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Our broadcast time, 6:30. Here's Washington. He'll let that shot clock run down. It's at 20 seconds now, and 36 and a half. Tigers should get one more opportunity. Flanagan with the ball, spins it to Washington on the left wing, watched by Clay McKnight. Back out to Flanagan, who dribbles once, gives it up to Bergerson on the right side, the angle. Tillman has the ball knocked away by Michael, gets it out to Tolman for a three-point shot that doesn't go. Tigers have one more opportunity here with 16.5 seconds left to go in the half, trailing by 6, 26-20. Jacobson brings it into the forecourt. It's at 10 seconds now. 9, 8. Jacobson gives up the dribble, feeds it to McKnight. 5, 4. McKnight is way out at 40 feet. Dribble drive, loses the ball, and it's going to be taken away by Boise, and a foul is called on McKnight, trying to get it back with 0.2 seconds left to play.
That was the 1-3-1 trap again. The point guard out front is signaling it with both fists. Whenever he puts both fists up in the air, they go to their 1-3-1 zone trap. And that particular defense is really causing Pacific a lot of problems.
The only way that Boise can score here is to throw it under the basket and have a tip in, so they won't attempt that, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Very productive half for Boise State, and a frustrating first half of play for the Tigers, who scored just 20 points and trail by 6 at the intermission, 26-20. We'll talk to Coach Markopoulos here. Tony comes over to give us his thoughts, and I'm sure they won't be pleasant ones. Tony, your thoughts after 20 minutes?
Always pleasant thoughts. Boy, just really played poorly offensively. They didn't take care of the ball at all, and they just kind of bullied us the whole first 20 minutes here, and got after us and pressured us and took us out of everything we wanted to do, and we certainly didn't handle it very well, and kind of frustrating to watch that. I know the guys were upset about the way that they played, and so we're going to regroup here at halftime, and hopefully you'll see a little bit different basketball team in the second half.
Well, they're switching up pretty good from their man to their 1-3-1.
Yeah, we told them they were going to do that. Usually on made baskets, they'll go back and play their zone. When they hold up both fists, they go back to this 1-1-3 extended kind of matchup zone defense where they're really kind of covering a lot of ground and getting out and extending on us. We've had problems with that. And then the man-to-man, they've gotten after us as well when they do that. So we've told them they were going to change defenses, and they have. And but unless you take care of the ball and you execute, it doesn't matter, what you run.
They've almost doubled the number of shots taken from the field. They're 10 of 25. You've hit 7 of 13, but that's because of those 13 turnovers.
Yeah, when you turn the ball over that many times, they're going to get that many more possessions. And we just haven't done anything that we've asked them to do on offense at all. And we need to take care of that here in the second half. The guys know it. We don't need to sit there and tell them that. They know exactly what happened. And our guys aren't dumb.
But Boise State seems like they're on a mission.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get in the tournament.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more at stake for them than maybe is for us in terms of trying to get into postseason play. But at the same time, we got a lot of things at stake too, and we don't want to give up our home court winning streak. We want to be undefeated at home this season. We want to finish with the best record in the league. There's a lot of things that where our pride's on the line, and so we're going to see here in these last 20 minutes what kind of pride these guys have, and I'm anticipating we're going to come out and play much better and make up the deficit here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we do.
All right, good luck in the second half, Dave. It is Coleman, Bergerson, Kwan Woods, and Van Kirk. That is the same five. Here's Williams, dribble rub to Marvel. He is held. He was fouled out there by Bergerson. I thought for a second that Barry might get called for a travel as the ball got hung up a little bit, but that's the first personal foul, and Bergerson picks up his second. Comes only 10 seconds into the second half. Tigers trail by 6, 26-20. So they're in good shape from that standpoint. If they have a good half, they can overcome this deficit. Here's Marvel, post up inside Michael, goes to the hole and is fouled. And Michael is going to get a couple of free throws right out of the gate. They call this one on Tolman. That is his second personal foul. And that's the team's, I beg your pardon, it's his first personal foul, team's second. Michael has 11 points and a chance to shoot 2 here.
Now, Coach Thomason came out with the personnel that can put the ball in the court and take the ball to the basket. He's got his players in there that can penetrate and go to the basket and attack the basket with the ball offensively.
Michael hits the first free throw, 26-21. 7-1 senior hits both. Tigers have cut it to 4, 26-22, 19:39 to go. Boise State will go back home. They'll face Idaho on Saturday. A win over Idaho would probably get them in to the Big West tournament. They're not thinking about Idaho right now. Washington bounces a pass to Juan Woods. Woods only played about 6 minutes in the first half. Bergerson gets a screen, doesn't take the three-point shot with 17 on the timer. Instead comes back out high to Washington. Watched by Jacobson. Right-hand dribble. Washington penetrates now. Gives up the dribble. Lobs it to Bergerson with 8 on the timer. 7. Bounce a post-up pass inside. That's Woods. Back out Van Kirk, and he hits an 18-footer with 3 illuminating on the shot clock. It was a nice job by the Broncos working it around. They got it to the guy open with 3 seconds left. 28-22, 18:54 to go. Jacobson way out at the emblem. Bounces a pass to Marvel, still way out. Now Jacobson directing traffic, points for Woliczko to come into the right wing. Feeds it to Woliczko. Now around the horn it comes to Marvel. Marvel passes back to Jake, post up Michael all alone. Misses the shot, goes back up and scores. He missed a little 7-footer, went off the back iron. The rebound came to his right palm with one hand. He got the rebound and went right back up and scored. In the same motion, 28-24. 18:26 to go. Michael has 15 points now and 6 rebounds. On his way to another double-double. He picked up his 4th Big West Conference Player of the Week honors this last week. Here's Bergerson foul. No, he steps on the end line. Got the ball, and as he was making his path to the left baseline, he stepped on the end line. That's turnover number 8 for Boise State. Tigers with 13. All of those coming in the first half. 2 minutes into the second half here. Tigers trail by 4. 28-24. Jason Williams, high post pass, defended by Woods. Man-to-man defense right now for Boise. Dribble rub to Marvel. Dribble drive to 15. Kicks it right, three-point shot. Woliczko, no good. Michael fights for the rebound and takes it away from Juan Woods. Back out Jacobson, 18-footer. Perfect! 28-26. Michael getting the offensive rebound. He stole it away from Woods. Tigers trail by 2.
And they are in the man-for-man defense too, Dave. They're coming out and they're trying to get this crowd involved in the game. Really playing aggressive man-for-man defense right now.
Here's Bergerson open 18-footer, and it's good off the dribble. Faking to his right, he came to the left and faked out Williams. Williams got caught in some traffic. Bergerson was wide open. Bergerson now has 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field. Here's Jacobson, dribble drive all the way to the hole, and he got tied up on a jump ball, and the possession arrows in favor of the Broncos. Jake was double-teamed as he was dribble penetrating on the right side. And those 2 defenders came at him and just grabbed the ball away from him, tied it up, and the Broncos get the turnover. Number 14 for Pacific with 17:07 left to go. 31-26, Broncos on top. Washington bounces a pass to Tolman out at 30 feet, watched by Woliczko. Tolman left-hand dribble all the way to the left side. Spins a pass to Woods, guarded by Jason Williams. Woods with a right-hand dribble now. Out at the top of the arc with 10 seconds of the timer to Bergerson at 18 feet. Bergerson dribble drive into the paint, rises for a 15-footer that's good, and Bergerson's hot. He's got 17 points. Bergerson is the only player on the floor that the Tigers are employing a denial defense against, but he's getting the ball and he's getting his open looks.
Yeah, he's just playing a great game. He's penetrating and scoring, and he's shooting from the outside and scoring.
33-26. Marvel posted up to Michael. His shot is blocked by Woods, but Michael gets it back and stuffs it. Michael had his first shot rejected, but caught the ball in midair, went back up and jammed it. Michael has 17 points now.
It's the Bergeson and Woliczko show, going back and forth.
Michael's hit 7 of 10 shots. And Jacobson steals the ball away in the right corner. Lob pass is picked off, intended for Marvel, going to the basket, taken away by Bergerson. 15th turnover, 15:50 to go. It is 33-28. With each passing minute, of course, the Broncos gain more and more confidence here in this building. Here's Washington, spins it out on top to Tolman, 19 on the shot timer. Post up inside, Woods all alone, banks it up, and then he's fouled. It counts. Michael got there late. Woods was going left to right, banked it in off the glass. Michael picks up his first foul. It's 35-28. Thomason looking on with his hands on his hips.
Yeah, it's the first time tonight that UOP has really had poor vision defensively. There was two inside players, Williams and Woliczko, that both lost vision on the ball, and as a result, Boise State was able to pass it inside and get an easy lay-in.
DeJuan Woods is a 64% free throw shooter. As a team, Boise State is shooting 72%. Free throw is good. It's 36-28. We have an official timeout. Tigers will talk it over, but Boise State has extended the lead by 2 points now. It's 36-28 with 15:35 to go. We'll be back right after this.
He's going to be driving home. Now Bradley will be down forward. Must be convertible. Nice shot, hopefully practicing up. And you're going to make sure you're not over that line. We want you to win that car. All right, that's right, now. This is right, someone who is comfortable with basketball sport, well, they're going to take that for this side. And then they're looking at it, basketball home game. That's a lot for this Saturday. We see a big player there. Get the tickets to go
It doesn't appear as though Boise State's going anywhere. They lead 36-28 with 15:35 left to go. Again, this is the most difficult opponent Pacific has faced at home. Team finally coming over from the east. They've beaten the likes of Fullerton, Irvine, Santa Barbara, Long Beach State, but those teams are weak. Boise State right now is showing that they can come on an opponent's floor, a team that's won 28 straight, and play. They're led by Roberto Bergerson, 17 points. Michael also has 17. Tigers trail by 8. Fans getting a little bit antsy as Pacific is in possession. Jacobson brings it up the floor. Washington defends Jake into the forecourt. Jake dribbles for 15 feet. Bounces a post-up pass. Michael turns, shoots, and hits. A little 7-footer on the left block. And the Tigers close it to 36-30. On the floor right now, Woliczko, Marvel, Jacobson, Woliczko, and Jason Williams. Here's Bergerson, penetrates right baseline, kicks it out Washington. Washington spins it, top of the key to Tolman with 19 on the timer. Tolman bounces it right side. Washington, three-point shot, rolls off. Michael goes out, gets the rebound, comes out dribbling, now stops. Feeds it to Jake, who brings it into the forecourt. Tigers trail by 6 with 14:53 left to go. They've turned it over 15 times. And the Broncos have turned it over 8. Pacific shooting 55%, 11 for 20. And the Broncos 46%, 14 of 30. Marvel with 16 on the shot timer. Pass comes right side. Jake under the basket. Michael fouled on the way to the hoop by Van Kirk. And Michael will have 2 more shots. And Van Kirk picks up his third personal foul. And the third team foul on the Broncos.
After coming out and playing a man-for-man defense for the first 4 or 5 possessions, Pacific gets back into their zone defense now. And, they're doing a good job in their zone defense. I just think they need to get into Boise State a little bit more defensively, and you can do that. You can do that a lot better out of your man-for-man than you can your zone. I'm sure they'll switch it back and forth and see what's most effective for them. But again, their problem's not defensively. Their problems right now is offensively and executing against this Boise defense.
Clay McKnight now comes in for Marble. And Van Kirk sits down with those 3 fouls. And Tillman, the 6'11", 230 pounder, comes in to replace Van Kirk. Michael's second free throw after making the first is good. He's got 21 points. Well, he's not the double-double yet. He's got 9 rebounds. He's 8 for 11 from the field. He's hit 5 of 6 free throws. It's 36-32. Tigers trail by 4. Here's Washington. Pass to Tolman. Out to about 25 feet. Dribbles all the way around the perimeter of the left side. Top of the key, Bergerson. Watched there by Jacobson. Tigers play the zone. Washington has it to Tolman again with 14 on the time. Tolman goes in the corner left to Washington. Looks for Bergerson. Bounces it to him. 22 feet out. He wants to go. Into the key. Rises. 17-footer. Perfect! Over Aaron Woliczko. You really can't stop that shot off the dribble.
Well, he's tough. He's got great elevation. He really gets off the floor. He elevates very high, and then he's got a high arching shot, so you can't get to it.
19 points for Bergerson. Here's Williams feeding it inside. Michael on the left block. Double team. Shoots anyway. Misses. Williams gets the rebound. Back up and goaltended by Tillman, who was standing there as the ball was on its way down. Tillman swatted it away. Williams gets credit for the bucket. He's got 4. Here comes Hagman into the game for Boise State. He replaces Tolman. Tigers keep it to within 4. 38-34 with 13:46 to go.
Great offensive rebound by Jason. Jason went up and got it, went back up strong, got the goaltending call.
The 5th meeting between these two schools in a series which has been dominated by Pacific. The Tigers currently lead the series 4-0. They won at Boise last year. Big win on the road. There's a pass in the corner left. Bergerson spins it to Washington. 19 on the timer. Pass to Hagman. Top of the key. Tigers stay in the zone. Post up inside. Kewan Woods knocked away by Jake and out of bounds. It'll be a Boise basketball with 12 on the shot time. Inbound from the baseline right. Boise with 3 team fouls. Pacific with just 1. Tigers picked up only 3 team fouls in the first half. There's Bergerson lobs the inbound pass to Hagman. Now 10 on the timer. Out to Washington. Watched by Woliczko. 8 on the timer. He drills. Bounces it right side. Hagman 12-footer short on the iron. Rebound is loose and caroms around and goes out of bounds off of Ottawa Candy. And a new 35-second clock. 13:11 to go. So the Boise State Broncos get a break there, leading by 4, 38-34. Hagman, Washington, Tillman, Kewan Woods, and Roberto Bergerson in the lineup for the Broncos. Washington with 29 seconds to work. Bounces it to Woods in the corner left. Back to Washington. Hagman, top of the key. Bergerson rises for a 12-footer. It's off the back iron. Michael got his right arm and his right paw up there that time, and that bothered Bergerson. 12:52 to go. 38-34. Tigers try to close it to 2. They trail by 6 at the half. Jacobson bounce past McKnight in the wing. Back to Jake. Watched by Washington. Tough man-to-man defense by the Broncos. Outlet pass comes to Williams, to McKnight in the wing. Corner right. Woliczko. Michael's not there. They come cross-court to Jake. Penetrates. Baseline. 15-footer. Good. Jacobson, a middle range shot. Still not playing at 100% with a bad ankle, but closes the gap to 2. 38-36. And the crowd gets into it now. Here's Bergerson with 27 seconds to work. Bounces it back to Washington. Good crowd here tonight in Stockton on this Thursday evening. Washington spins it. Bergerson rises. 3-point shot is good. Roberto Bergerson animating to the crowd to quiet down after he buries a 3-ball. He's got 22 points. Here's McKnight now with a right-hand dribble. 41-36. Big bucket for Bergerson. Jacobson in the wing right, watched by Hagman. Jacobson penetrates the baseline, kicks it back out. Woliczko open 3 on the way, and good! And Woliczko hits his first 3 of the night. Tigers are 2 for 6 from downtown. Woliczko has 1, Scott Thomason has 1, and it's 41-39. So both teams exchange 3-pointers. Tolman gets off the bench, he'll check in. Marvel gets off the bench, he'll check in. Also, Van Kirk will come back in. Here's Hagman, left corner. Kwan Woods back out to Hagman. 17 of a shot timer. Woods has it again. Penetrates left baseline all the way. Throws up a right hand. Prayer doesn't go. Tipped up and in by Woods. He got his own rebound. And it's 43-39 with 11:06 to go. The Broncos are doing a good job getting it inside.
Yeah, they are. They're penetrating the gaps against the zone defense, and they're doing a good job of getting the ball inside.
Here's Williams. Ball is taken cleanly away from him by Bergerson to Washington. Dribbles into the forecourt. Stops out at 20 feet. Now kicks it back out. And set it up to Hagman with 27 seconds to work. Washington spins it in the corner and throws it out of bounds. No, it's deflected by Williams. It'll be Boise State basketball. Now all these players come in the game, but first, official timeout. So the Broncos hang tough. 10:42 left. Scoreboard shows Boise State 43, Pacific 39. Second half, it hit 7 of 11 shots. The Tigers have also hit 7 of 11 shots, so they've matched each other. Michael has 21, Bergerson has 22. There's your story. Both players in the game right now. Bergerson with the ball to Washington, 17 in the shot timer. Boise State in possession here, leading by 4 points. Bergerson in the corner left, back out to Hagman, spins it to Tolman, who's just checked back in. Now to Washington in the corner, fires a 3, and it's no good, an air ball. McKnight goes and gets the rebound, outlets it to Jake. Here come the Tigers. Jake into the forecourt now. Again, that pressure, man-to-man pressure, comes out and gets Jake at about 25 feet. In the right wing, Marvel dribbles once, terminates, bounces it inside to Mike, goes to the hole and rolls around and off. He tips it up and in! So Michael again getting an offensive rebound, and he gets the points. Got 23 and 11 rebounds. He's hitting 9 of 14 from the field, and he's hit 5 of 6 free throws.
He's just amazingly active inside, Dave. He shoots the ball, he pursues the ball, very active offensively and defensively, much more so now than at any time in the season.
43-41, Tigers trail. Hagman spins it to Tolman in the wing, 13 in the timer. Hagman lift fake at 20, dribbles to 15 feet, ball is stripped away, Van Kirk gets it. Van Kirk is the big guy down in the post right now. Washington left side, Tolman, a 25-footer is no good off the back iron. Michael goes up and gets his 12th rebound of the night. Tigers try to tie it up. Pass right side, Woliczko in the wing to Jake, to Marvel out at 22 feet. Left side, McKnight penetrates, kicks it back out, spins it to Marvel, open 3, no good. Off the back iron, and the rebound comes down to Bergerson, stripped away by Woliczko, but taken back by Hagman. Barry has been unconscious from outside. From three-point distance, Barry Marvel this year, 9 of 14. 64% clip. 8 minutes, 59 seconds to go. It's still 43-41 Broncos. Washington, top of the key with 17 seconds to work. Tigers stay in the zone. To Hagman, right side. Tolman, he's got the open 3, and he misses it. Pops in and out. Oh, he had a good look at it. Michael gets the rebound, his 13th. Tigers again with an opportunity to tie it up. Jacobson backs in on Washington. Washington falls down. Pass comes cross court to Jake. Spins it right side. McKnight, open 3-point shot is good! And Pacific has taken the lead, 44-43. Rod Jensen, the Broncos head coach, wants a 20-second timeout.
Well, Pacific is going to need this crowd, Dave. You know, Boise State's still not going to go away. They're just playing too well, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. The Tigers are going to need this crowd to keep their adrenaline going and so forth. I think we've got a full timeout now.
Full timeout, and we'll keep it here with 8 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. So Boise State has led throughout, and the Tigers have finally matched them and taken the lead at the 8-minute and 18-second mark of the second half.
And they're just executing their offense a lot better this second half. They came out and played man-for-man defense, and I think it really got Pacific players into the game. The first 4 or 5 minutes of any half, particularly when you're behind at halftime, are really crucial. So they came out and they played tough man-for-man defense, caused Boise State some problems, got a few turnovers, and then that transcended to their offense. They started getting more aggressive with their offense because of their defense. And so they've been getting back in this game step by step this entire second half.
Well, Coach Thomason felt as though the team could handle Roberto Bergerson getting 25 points as long as his percentage wasn't very good. That hasn't been the case. He's hit 9 of 14 shots.
Yeah, he's a great player. Like I said, he's not just a shooter. He's a scorer. He can go to one thing that Pacific's doing a great job of is keeping Boise State off the free throw line. They've only been to the free throw line once, and they're 1 for 1. You know, so that's really a good thing. You don't want to send a good free throw shooting team to the line.
And the Tigers only have one team foul here in the second half. Boise State has 3. 43-44, Pacific leads. Tolman in the corner left. Lift fake. Michael came out to get him, so Tolman didn't take the shot. It would have been blocked. Hagman has it now with 8 seconds on the timer. Out to Washington with 6 seconds. He penetrates, rises for a 15-footer, and rolls off. Offensive rebound, Van Kirk, and he's fouled. Well, Van Kirk did a great job to go after the offensive rebound on the right block and drew the foul. Second team foul. It'll be a Boise State basketball baseline right. The other thing here in the second half that's been significant is that the Tigers have turned it over only 3 times since the intermission after 13 first-half turnovers. Inbound pass, Woliczko knocks it away. McKnight comes up with it. McKnight's on the break all the way to the hole. Double clutch layup. Good, he scores! He's fouled! And the basket counts! Hanging in the air for a double clutch layup. He drew the foul. And they call it on Washington, his third at the 7:46 mark, and Pacific leads by 3, and it was all made possible by a leaping, diving deflection by Aaron Woliczko on the inbound pass.
You're absolutely right. Give these points to Aaron Woliczko. Just a great defensive play.
Here's McKnight now, and Clay converts, and it's 47-43. Tigers have taken the lead with 7:45 to go. Michael has 23 points, 13 rebounds. Tigers are hitting at a 58% clip from the field. 42% for the Broncos. Here's the inside pass. Bergerson rises for a 10-footer, and it's good. 2 defenders were on it. Just went up high into the air, springing off of his feet, and canned the shot. 47-45. Tigers lead by 2. Scott Thomason has come into the game to give Jacobson a rest. Jacobson getting off the bench. Barry Marvel bounces a pass to Woliczko in the wing right, who comes right to McKnight. To Woliczko back to Marvel. Post up inside Michael. Great pass by Marvel. Michael scores. He's fouled. It counts.
Michael's got a big smile on his face. He knows that one was pretty lucky. I don't think he ever saw the basket. He just sort of wheeled and threw it up there and got a shooter's bounce.
It was a right-hand hook from about 10 feet. And rolled around and in. The foul is called on Tolman at second. 15 on the Broncos. Tigers have 2 at the 7:10 mark. It's 49-45. Michael has 25 points and make it 26. He converts in the 3-point play. McKnight and Jacobson are in the backcourt. Ottawa Candy, Marvel, Woliczko up front. Washington, Bergerson in the backcourt. Hagman, Tolman, and Van Kirk inside. Tolman, a 3 is no good off the side of the iron. Van Kirk fights for the rebound, but Marvel takes it away. Tigers bring it up leading by 5 now, 50-45 with 6:49 to go. Tigers look for 29 straight here in this building. Bounce pass out in the wing to Jacobson left side. Dribble drive to the left baseline. Posts up Michael on the block. Wants to go to the hole. Spins, shoots, hits! Over Van Kirk. Michael has 28 points. And he's 11 for 16 from the field. Tigers have taken charge with 6:25 to go, and the Broncos call timeout. The 22nd timeout with 6:25 left. It's Pacific 52-45 over the Broncos.
Well, I'll tell you, no one has a player that can match up with Olowokandi inside. He's not only the best player in the conference without a doubt, but no one can guard him. You can have a guard who's a very good player, or you can have a forward who's a very good player, and you got some defenders that can match up with him. But right now, Michael doesn't have anyone that can match up with him, and, he's just dominating every team that he has played.
Well, the big difference on that last shot for Michael, he got the ball out of 12 feet, and he went to the basket. He did not fall away. He had double teaming pressure on him, took a dribble, and went to the basket. And scored, and now is dominating the game again with 28 points. And Pacific all of a sudden leads by 7. Here's a pass to Bergerson. Feeds it left baseline. Woods lays it up, doesn't go. Van Kirk goes up. His shot is blocked, but a foul first before the shot. It will be a common foul. It's called on Jacobson. Third team foul. It'll be an inbounding situation for the Broncos on the right baseline, I believe.
I think it's a shooting foul.
They're going to say a shooting foul. If it's a shooting foul, then why didn't they count the basket? Say it was goaltending. Well, you're right. Van Kirk's going to get 2 free throws, and the first one's no good. Tigers are hitting 61% now, 19 of 31. And the Broncos at 18 of 42, 43%.
Well, a lot of time to play here. Over 6 minutes to go. Pacific has to maintain their intensity and their offensive execution. Make sure you go to the boards. Don't give these guys any offensive rebounds. Everybody go get the ball off the boards. Tigers now out-rebounding the Broncos 24-14. 6 minutes left. Second free throw is good. It's 52-46. Tigers lead by 6 points. The only player in double figures for Pacific is Michael with 28. There's Woliczko. Pass to Jake. Right corner, McKnight. Watched by Bergerson. Bounces it at the free throw line to Marvel. And underneath to Michael, and it's knocked away from the backside. 3 defenders were surrounding Michael as he went up for that pass. 9 seconds to work on the shot timer as Jake will inbound, McKnight will inbound baseline left. He lobs it into Michael. It's caught by Michael. He goes up, scores. He's fouled. It counts from 10 feet this time. Michael, I don't know how in the world he got that pass on the inbound from McKnight. It wasn't a good one. I thought it was going to be picked, but Michael went out and got it. Took a couple of steps towards the basket. Again, that shot from 10, and he was fouled. And again, he has a big smile on his face, and he's shaking his head. Sometimes you just feel it, and you get some breaks, and Michael's playing very hard. And when you play hard, good things happen. And Michael's so active in there. He's got a couple shots to fall tonight, and he knows that it's sort of lucky, but you make your own breaks. You create your own luck, and he's certainly doing that.
Well, and he's hit 7 of 8 free throws also to go along with his 31 points and 13 rebounds. He's 12 of 17 from the field. Washington with the basketball. Dave Twardzik is here watching this game he was with the Warriors a short time ago. Here's Bergerson now at 18 feet. Washington spins it to Hagman for a jumper that's no good. That was a 20-footer. Tigers get the rebound, leading by 9, 55-46. And here we go again. Pacific again starting to explode and pull away after having a very, very rough first half. But Michael can change the complexion of a game. The attendance tonight, 5,352. Jacobson to the baseline left. Feeds it out to Marvel, top of the key. Dribbles once. Ball is taken away by Hagman. Thomason didn't like that pass. He barks out at Marvel. So a turnover, and it's only the 4th of this half. Hagman bounces it into Kewan Woods, who rises for a 12-footer. He's fouled. The basket goes. And so a chance for a 3-point play by Kewan Woods. And Barry Marvel comes over now to have a word with Coach Thomason. If I were Barry, I certainly wouldn't want to be having that conversation either. Barry looked reluctant as he made that trek over. Now he goes back to the free throw line. It's 55-48. Jason Williams now will come off the bench. The Lady Tigers lost to Boise State tonight, 61-46. Marble comes out. Williams is in. 4 minutes 45 seconds left to go. That's Barry's third personal foul, fourth team foul, and the Broncos have 6. Kawan Woods trying to convert on a three-point play, and his free throw is good.
That's a big play for Boise State. That three-point play just keeps them in the ball game.
55-49. Tigers lead as we go down the stretch. Jacobson dribbles around to the left side, spins it to McKnight. Bounce pass inside to Michael, and he's fouled by Hagman. Michael goes on to jam it, but they don't count the bucket. 17 foul on Boise State, and 1 and a penalty for Michael as he goes for a new career high. His career high is 32. He got those points against Cal State Fullerton.
Did UOP hire a new free throw shooting coach this week? Because somebody has said something to Michael. I just hope he can keep in this tempo. His tempo tonight and his rhythm is really slowed down. You know, sometimes he gets at that free throw line and he can't wait to shoot the free throw. Tonight, he's in a nice, slow rhythm. And as a result of that, you know, he's having some success.
I believe Van Kirk, who was called for the foul, fouled out of the game. And he did. That's his 5th. So again, Michael is leading opponents in his path, in his wake. 3, Irvine Anderson fouled out last weekend. Trying to stop him. Van Kirk is the first victim here. Washington has 3 fouls. He's the only other player for the Broncos in foul trouble. Michael has 1 foul.
There's a lot of time to go in the game. UOP is going to need all these free throws, that's for sure.
And he hits the front end of it. He's 8 for 9. He has tied his career high, 32 points. Well, he's been the Big West Player of the Week for 4 occasions, 4 times, and they might be heading for a 5th. Second free throw short. And so he's tied that career high at 32. 56-49 with 4:25 left to go. Here's Washington. Broncos still have a game here. Hagman with the basketball on the wing left, watched by McKnight. Tigers left playing, looks like zone defense, staying in it. Washington, left-hand dribble, penetrates, pulls up, bounces it left side. There's a jumper three-pointer by Tolman, doesn't go. McKnight gets the rebound. The Tigers will slow it down now. We're under 4 minutes left to play and a 7-point lead.
Yeah, you got to keep attacking, but you do want to use some of the clock now. But you can't be tentative. You got to keep attacking. A lot of time left.
Underneath Michael, and he runs over a defender who had good position for an offensive foul. That was Tolman, who had a lot of guts to keep both feet planted with a 270-pounder coming at him, but he did. We'll give Mike Tolman a lot of credit. Offensive foul on Michael. That's his second, and now an official timeout, so we'll take a break. 3:52 to go. Pacific has taken control. It's Pacific 56 and Boise State 49. Pacific looks for its 20th win of the year. Boise State is 16-11. Welcome you viewers that are watching this one on Media One at home, and our listeners on KJAX K5, Stockton and Modesto. We'll carry the Tigers all the way into the NC2A tournament. Big West tournament next weekend. The Lawler Event Center. Here's Bergerson. Bounce pass to Washington. Out to Hagman as Boise State tries to close the gap. Hagman left side, Tolman, Bergerson to 18 feet. Washington comes right back to Tolman in the left corner. He rises for a three, and it's around and off. And Michael goes up and gets his 14th rebound. 3:23 left to go. Tigers lead 56-49. Boise State will be at home to close out the season against Idaho. There's Jake, watched out there by Washington. Now McKnight has the basketball, and a mismatch. Washington comes out to get McKnight. Jacobson gets the pass from Clay with 12 seconds in the shot timer and 3:02 in the game. Williams gets the high post pass with 8 on the timer. Now 6. McKnight in the wing. 4 seconds. McKnight feeds it to Michael under the basket. Scores! He's fouled! It counts again!
There's your penetration. That's what you have to do. You have to penetrate, attack the basket, draw the defense to you, and then give it to the big guy to finish it off.
Well, that's 34 points and a new career high for Michael to go along with his 14 rebounds.
Great job by Clay McKnight. Penetrating, drawing the defense to him, and then giving it to Michael for the finish. Just a perfect execution.
58-49, Michael's free throw is good. He's hit 9 of 11. 35 points. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. Tigers lead by 10. 59-49. Here's Washington. Backs in on Woliczko. Spins it to Hagman. Left side Tolman out in the wing left. 18 feet. Bergerson has it now. And they set it up with 25 in the shot timer. 2:40 left in the game. Bergerson with the basketball, watched by McKnight. Spins it to Washington. Top of the key, watched by Woliczko. Washington dribble drive, kicks it out. Bergerson, 24-footer is on the way and no good. Michael goes up and grabs another rebound. And the fans right now can fully appreciate the talents before them. Michael is on his way to a bright future. Here's Ottawa Candy with the wanting the ball underneath the basket as he's being defended down there by Kewan Woods. Gets the ball and stripped away though from the backside by Tolman as that weak side defense helped out, took it away. Here's Washington, dribble drive and a whistle and a foul on the dribble, which is the 6th team foul for Pacific at the 2:06 mark. So it will not be a shooting foul. We're inbound from the baseline right. Tigers lead by 10, 59-49. It's the first personal foul on Aaron Woliczko. Left wrist for Aaron apparently getting a little bit better. He doesn't have as much tape on the wrist that he broke a few weeks back. Bergerson will inbound. He's looking inside in the key, but instead comes out to Hagman with the new 35-second clock and 2:04 in the game. Here's Washington, penetrates all the way, double clutch, tries to kick it out to Kewan Woods. Bad pass, taken down by Jake. The Tigers are in command with 1 minute and 53 seconds left. Clay McKnight out at about 40 feet to Woliczko in the wing right, watched by Washington. Cross-court pass to Williams. Dribble drive to the hole, foul. Good job. Williams will have 2 shots.
Way to take it to the basket, Jason. Good job. You got to keep attacking. When you see a lane, take it to the basket. Go all the way if the defense doesn't stop you. If the defense does come over, then dish it off to the big guy and let him finish it.
The 3rd personal foul on Tolman. Bergerson, the only Bronco in double figures. He has 24. Michael, the only Tiger in double figures. He has 35. Tigers are on quite a run right here. And the second free throw is good by Williams. Yeah, we look at Michael has scored before those free throws 9 of the last 10 Tiger buckets. Here's Bergerson way out in the perimeter. Spins it to Hagman for a 3-point shot that's short off the iron. Woliczko gets the rebound. One free throw was good on that last sequence down by Williams. One was missed. 60-49 Tigers lead. Jake all the way to the hole. Shot is blocked. It was blocked by Kewan Woods. Tolman gets the rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Diving after it is Jake. Feeds it to Woliczko. And the Tigers have the ball with 1 minute left to go. McKnight in the corner right is fouled by Tolman with 1 minute exactly, and that will be 1 and a penalty.
Great job by Adam. Adam, took the ball hard to the basket, got it blocked, then got a steal right back, and had to dive down on the court to get the ball, and did a super job hitting the floor and getting the ball to one of his teammates.
60-49. 1 minute left to go. Tigers are going to win their 20th game First free throw is short by McKnight. And it will be 29 straight here in this building. And they've now won 13 straight as soon as these final 60 seconds tick off. Overall. Free throw is good by McKnight at 61-49. Crowd now a little bit more relaxed. Some of the folks get out of their seats. Here's Washington dribble drive, bounce pass right side, Kawan Woods, reverse layup, good. Nice reverse layup going from right to left, under the basket, and banking it in off the glass. Full court pressure employed here by the Broncos. Woliczko dribbles it over the timeline, now feeds it to Jake with 43.5 left to go. Back to McKnight, right side Woliczko. Hagman's trying to foul him. They're not calling it though. Now feeds it to Jacobson. Jake is fouled by Hagman. Bergerson was also over there in Washington, and so Jacobson's going to have 2 free throws. That is a 10th team foul on Boise State. 33.4 left to go. Tigers lead by 10, 61-51.
Well, this is a guy you want to go to the free throw line. You want to get the ball in Adams' hand, and he should be controlling the ball now at least 80% of the time. So when Boise does foul, you know, he's the guy that's going to be going to the free throw line. Although tonight, you might want to foul Michael. Have Michael go there.
Jake's free throw is good. Tigers still don't have another player in double figures, but if Jake makes this, he will have 10. McKnight gets a nice ovation. He did a good job tonight. McKnight sits down with 7 points, a couple of assists, had 3 rebounds, was 2 for 2 from the field. Second free throw by Jake is good, and so he has 10. To go along with it, 6 for 6 from the stripe and 3 rebounds. 63-51. Here's Washington, bounce pass right side. Tolman, 3-point shot, no good. Marvel gets the rebound with 25 seconds to go. So the Tigers have been beating opponents by an average of 11 a game, and right now they lead by 12. Woliczko with the ball now, 16 seconds left. Let's see if the Broncos just let this thing in. Here's a bounce pass to Jason Williams, and he slams it going backdoor. Good penetration by Aaron. Took it hard to baseline. As the defense came over and filled, he had the open man underneath the basket. Jason finished it off. 65-51, and losing the ball is Kawan Woods, knocked out from Michael off of Kawan's leg. And that's going to do it. So, Pacific wins its 20th game on the year. The win streak is at 13 and 29 straight here at the Spanish Center in Stockton. Final score, Pacific 65, Boise State 51. We'll be back with Courtside Live after this.